Hey everyone, welcome back. So as I promised, in this particular video, we are going to discuss about the tech stack and architecture that we are going to cover in our upcoming Node.js Microservices Full Course with Kafka and PostgreSQL. Now, first of all, let's discuss about the tech stack, okay? And then I'm going to discuss a couple of more points. So first of all, you can see that I have divided this into 8 categories. So first, for backend, we are going to use Node.js, definitely, TypeScript, Express version 5 and NPM. For database, we are going to use Postgres, raw PG, so there will not be any ORM that we are going to use, raw SQL queries and service owned data. For API gateway, we are going to use Express, HTTP proxy middleware, right? And all this detailed thing that we are also going to discuss when I'm going to upload the actual video, but these will give you some of the overview. For authentication, there will be no third-party packages. We are going to use normal JWT, bcrypt. There will be user and admin role and also role-based access control. For event-driven backend, we are going to use Kafka, Kafka.js, which is our Node.js client for Kafka, producer, consumer, and consumer groups. For upload, we are going to use Multer and Cloudinary. Okay. For security, we will be using Helmet, Course, rate limiting. Zod we are going to use for validation, and for login we are going to use Pino. And for local infrastructure we are going to use Docker Compose, Kafka we are going to use locally, and env variables. So these will be the overall tech stack. Now before I'm going to give you all the microservices concept that we are going to cover, two things I wanted to mention. Okay, I think someone actually commented on my previous video that I only upload launch videos, not the actual full courses. Now see, I'm not criticizing this particular comment. Actually this is true, but if you know the reality, right, you can see that I clearly mentioned that to create a single 12-hour course video that is also for completely free, right, for all of you, it takes minimum 1.5 months to 2 months to record, structure and edit. Right now you'll understand that we already have so many videos in pipeline, and believe me or not, these videos are not that much easy to build. Okay. Second, that why actually I'm uploading these launch videos. There are 3 main points. First, you have the clarity that what is coming on this particular channel. Second, the most important part, that you don't have to buy unnecessary expensive paid courses. This is the most important part, because I'm creating these courses for mainly for students. Third, why this particular course is needed. Okay, now first of all, let's go here and see that what are the microservices concept that we are going to cover. Now you'll see that to cover all of these, it's not that much simple. These things takes time, right? So we'll be learning API gateway, reverse proxy, service boundaries, JWT authentication, that how you can do in a microservices project, role-based access control, raw SQL data layer, service owned table, Postgres, request validation, rate limiting, logging, Docker Compose, Kafka, producer, consumers, consumer groups, file upload, external services cleanup, and there will be a optional AI integration flow also I'm going to implement. Okay, so all these topics you are going to learn. Now before so let me just give you some of the overall architecture view, right? So these I will also again explain when I'm going to upload the actual video, but this will be the overall flow, right? So you're going to have your client, so this can be your UI or maybe Postman, because this will be a completely backend tutorial. We are going to have our API gateway, and then we'll be having our auth service, domain service, media service. Domain service means the actual domain service, so it will be like CRUD related flow that we are going to implement, workflow service, notification and AI service. Okay, so for database we're going to use Postgres, Kafka for will be our event driven flow, external storage Cloudinary, and then we are going to use Docker Compose. Okay, now before I will discuss further, let me just give you, there are some changes. Okay, I think this part I already explained multiple times, but I have actually made some changes here. Okay, and there is some reason. First of all, you can see that Node.js full course will be uploaded first, then I'm going to upload the Node.js microservices course, so means this one. Okay, after this I'm going to upload the backend system design course. Now why? Now here actually the main idea was that I'm going to upload the Nest.js, but I'm actually seeing too many messages that all of you are actually commenting on the videos and community posts that you all need the system design courses course first. So that is the reason I've decided that system design now will move to course number 3 from course number 5. Okay, so previously idea was I'm going to upload the Nest.js, but for now backend system design course will be uploaded first, then I'm going to upload the agentic AI full course, and then I'm going to upload first API full course, because so many people are also commenting to create video on first API, and then I'm going to upload the Nest.js full course. And the reason is very simple. Okay, I'm going to give you the exact reason, because I already have 2 Nest.js videos uploaded. not 2, I think 3. So till this time you can actually make use of those videos, but these will be the actual flow. Okay, so Node.js Full Course, Microservices, Backend System Design, Agentic AI, first API, and then Node.js Full Course. Now if you go back, right, so there are a couple of more things I wanted to explain. Now let's discuss about this flow. Okay, so first we are going to have what? Your auth and gateway. So client is going to send your request, or API gateway is going to verify the JWT. It's going to check your role, so whether it is a user or admin. Based on that, we are going to implement some identity headers that will be removed, so you understand all these concepts. Verified user context will be attached, okay, and request will be proxied to other services. So you will understand a lot of things here. There are no third-party packages that we are going to use. How the upload flow work, right? So we are going to have protected upload request, because not every user can upload. We are going to validate the user access, receive the file, upload these to external storage. It can be anything. Let's say you're using S3, AWS, or Cloudinary. Save metadata in our PostgreSDB, and then we are going to publish our async event. Okay, how the event flow will work? So we are going to have our domain action, event will be published, workflow services is going to consume the event. This history we are going to store in our Postgres. New workflow event will be published, and notification service is going to consume it. Okay, and then we are going to again store that notification record in our Postgres, and this will be our AI. Now AI one is optional, I'm actually still deciding, but this something we are I'm going to do, okay, related to AI. So these will be the overall things that we are going to cover. Okay, now two things I wanted to mention. I already uploaded the Kafka crash course, and this actually video I uploaded for this particular video only. So if you haven't watched the video, highly recommended to watch this video. And second, if you are interested, you can also join the waitlist on ACEDEVHUB. Okay, so you can see that almost 4,500 people already joined. So all these things I wanted to cover in this particular video. So if you have any suggestion, this is the time, so you can comment it down. So I will see that if I can include some of the suggestion. So that's all for this particular video. I will see you in my next video. Till then, good luck and peace.